Well, I guess once again we will see if torpedoes will be the answer to all of my questions, problems, and other things. Destroyers. Not really that opposed to destroyers on a realistic level, but it's just, you know, I would prefer something heavier. And German. I'm not saying that any Japanese, that they went through a lot, you know, they learned their lessons and learned how to actually build some decent ships once in a while. Typical German-made steel. For obvious reasons. God damn it, why is the battlefield so fucking limiting? Ah! I would rather like to keep some distance, you know. I would not like to be caught by all three of them at once. It's not really something I'm aiming for, let's say. Ah, god damn it, I missed. Get blocked. And it was a nice amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie, but once again, torpedoes are just really different damage, aren't they? Seems a bit unbalanced, honestly. I mean, they only go in a straight line, so I guess that is a rather obvious weakness, but that setting is not actually trying that hard to avoid. God damn it. Still have a good chance, I mean, even if you're not that good at aiming. One of the little ships would feel like to use. Get fucked. Torpedoes win every single time. Ah, torpedoes. My one and only friend. My one and only friend and ally in all the world. Lots and lots of little cubies. Randomly steals a fucking cube. I don't know if that is a good idea or not. Something evil lurks, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Would like to get more ships though. German ships. German ships would be really nice. Oh, it's a little Saratoga. That's cute. Long Island. We'll get something, aren't we? At some point. I would like more ships though. How do I lock them?
説教なら勘弁してほしいのだけどね。あの子にはね、早く一人だけ正義なことを信じるというのは、あなたにそういうところすまないな。どうしても気になったんだ。長門様、話にでもあげていた。赤城がむしろその逆だな。お前のことでは多めに見る。そういうことを言いたいんじゃないさ。そうどうも。それじゃあもう遅いし戻りましょう。そうだ、実はいいわ。合同大演習は素晴らしい試み。それは姉様、初日の演習だけでも300個以上のキューブを回収できましたぞ。カンガ、部外者が聞いてはいけない。いいえ、赤城すまない。仕事に戻る。
Well.
別に年中怒ったりはしてないわよ。誤解して悪かったな。どうしたんだ赤城、急に立ち止まって。大丈夫？見えない壁があるな。本気で質問しているんでしょうけど、ノート忍者ならよかったが、精錬製の障壁かな。
Yeah, it doesn't seem good, does it? No. That's why I kind of forgot to get myself a new teeth. Fuck.
この見えない島風くんじゃないか。ただの倉庫だけど、何か迂回して向こう側へは行けるならここまで焦ってない。今待て赤城。何よ、今急いでいるの。赤城待て。じゃあどうすればいいと。やっと私の方いいか。相手の目的も規模も今は何。私が今どんな気持ちかわからない。焦っているのはわかるが、今は合同大演セイレーンが現れたとしても動じない。冷静に行動できるメンバーだけ。そうね、ありがとう。まずはトップが冷静に。
So, save. No, I'm still not going to save over somebody else's save game. That would be rather inappropriate. I don't think I'll ever come back to actually play more of this, but you know. As I know, sharks don't tend to explode.
あなたが好奇心で誘い出した一匹のサメさんは不幸にも。
Well, you blew up a shark. That's actually kinda cool.
これはただの事故じゃない。私があらら、反省の姿勢で思い。さあ、建物の島風、夜中にどこへ行く気？まだアタコさんたちも戻。いいのあいつらみたいな夜更かし勢はどっすよ。私も偽装の整備やめて休むか。島風のことは。
I think at this point you should worry. You seem to be following the voices in her head. Not necessarily an ideal.
この見えない赤城さん。真面目なのね。わかりました。
Why would you follow a disembodied voice anywhere? You're like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Are you God? Are you trying to God fuck me?
暗い方が都合がいいのよ。はい、違うわよ。
Oh, interesting.
そう、つい最近の私もそれだけじゃみんな
That's not what I remember.
そうよ、よくわかったわね。最後の瞬間までこんなところでいい。
Don't remember anyone sinking just yet.
活性化した神経元の電子信号をパルスとして映像記録開始。既存の内分泌システムエミュレートに換算した場合の誤差。ごめんなさい。この程度だとは思わない。さあ、悪い夢からは悪即でね。あらあら。今ので障壁の発生装置は全て壊したわ。姿を現す。
You would assume that to be rather suspicious if something like that floated just randomly around. I mean, I've gotten used to people carrying around, well, their main ship guns and everything. That's something to get used to, but it looks a lot more tentacly, doesn't it? Somebody should be like, I seem to have an awful high population of females around, and this is the only guy carrying around, well, tentacles. Doubt intensifies.
今答えてもらわなくても結構。2、3、4、8人。
それは量産型は用意できなかったですか？寝起きだろ。
今のあなたは袋のネズミ。いえ、袋のタコでしてよ。
Yeah, octopus is rather fitting. She does seem to have a lot of tentacles.
深夜にこれ以上手荒な真似はしたくありません。皆さん、アタコさんも人質？もちろん。後ろから島風ちゃん、早く戻ってきて。私そこの彼女には感染が適当。会場なら同意もするのだけど、そういう理屈なのか。おまけセイレーンが何をのんきにくっちゃべっているのよ。待って。ほら、島風は元気です。どうしちゃったの、島風ちゃん。セイレーンは危険な相手よ。変ね。後遺症でも出たのかしら。あなたこの子に何をしたの？そもそも相手の容体が気になるくらいなら変なことはそうもいかなくってね。だいたい興味。当たり前だ。さっきはなんてひどい英語。今度はちゃんと言葉の矛先。そうよ、私なんかあなたのお話の最中で聞かれていええ、ちっとも足りていないというより全くひどい。あたこさん、怒るところそこですか。というねえ、そもそもどうして私だけ名指しだったのかしら。この子の記憶を除いたらあたこ。なるほどね。何をほだされているのかしら。ああ、ごめんなさい。というかおかげさまで元気なだけが結構なことだな。我々が心配しすぎたようになってしまうぞ。これ建物内他全員の誘導は無事に済んだ。あたごまだこちらは住んでいないようですね。何か様子が変ですね。ええ、それが先ほどからご歓談が
Actually, good question at this point. It's like, and how much before we stand around any longer? How about we sit down and have a nice tea? Seems like an English way to do. I mean, at least offer them, soft drink or something. Not everybody is such a, disgusting creature that seems to sustain itself with the most disgusting liquid ever found on the fucking face of the earth. And made by human hands for that matter.
どうやら客人が変えられるみたいよ。みんなのもの見て平気よ。見た目にそれで私のとこのタイミングを待っていましたわ。
Well, I mean, it's the oldest trick in the books when you try to encircle anything, including a ship, for example, leaving an obvious, weak point that the enemy might be really tempted to try and break through is not that doesn't really require much in the way of strategical genius. But I mean, it's an old trick for, reasons. That usually works. It just works, as they used to say. Did you cut off a tentacle? I'm assuming you just cut off a tentacle, didn't you?
落ち着き次第すぐ緊急会議を開きましょう。悪いけど島風はその後全23私は部屋から連れ出されるまで最初から寝てたわよ。敬礼はいりませんよ。
Ah. They just change things around? Why am I suddenly... I'm not used to that. It's a new model. Where's my little destroyer? Why aren't you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Gee. Do we have more ships available now? We fucking do, don't we? And Congo? I mean, Congo is closer to what I want to be. Still no Bismarck, though. It kind of fucks with me, I will admit. I would kind of like to get another ship, though, because, well, let's be quite frank here, we only have 2 and we can have 3, so why wouldn't we use 3? I mean, kind of like to have an aircraft carrier. Aircraft carriers seem kind of useful. And again, aircraft carriers and battleships in one fleet, yeah, it's not really the best combination I can think of. I was actually right, those 2 are actually heavy cruisers. Would have been rather embarrassing if I had misremembered that, mind you. We also can get more support ships, but there doesn't really seem to be any reason for me to go for that. I look kind of like that repair thing, and that's just upgrades for my thing. We have that. If carriers good. I mean, that is kinda not that useful, I will have to admit. That kinda is useful. I can't even see your ability before I process you. Hey, that's kinda sucky, I must admit. Once again, it kinda highlights the point that having a fucking aircraft carrier would be a nice addition, I must say. And what's the point in getting another... if I could see your abilities before, and that would help both my decision making, because maybe one of these destroyers actually has better abilities. A little Shimakaze. Yeah, I'm considering the... wonder why you cost the whole fucking 1,000. Well, I don't fucking know. And I guess we can go through at least to the events here first. Oh well, first I will get myself something to drink again. Or rather I'll start preparing as such. Oh, the map is different now. That's kinda cute. Put it into our team. Yeah, they'll run at the moment, but that should not really stop me actually, now that we have you unlocked. Do we have any equipment for you? We don't. Oh, you have torpedoes, do you? Time for torpedoes decreases by 5%, increases damage to torpedo time by 15%. All of these are kinda nice. Huh? Okay, let's start something like this while I'm preparing myself a pipe, and in 5 more minutes I'll quickly have to pick up my tea. Not a breast. Okay, is there a... yeah, there's an autobot, which allows me to free my hands. So far, we have 0 German ships available. The horror, I tell ya. Actually, let me double check, not that I'm lying to you. Well, technically speaking, the British mage ship is available.
セイレーンと戦ってみたかった。ラビーはすごいね。ユニコーンちゃん、それだけあなた
そう卑下しなくてもいいんじゃないかな、お嬢様。
あら、相手の出方を見ていればあちらが本気で戦うつもりはないと。そういうこと。
ラフィーはあの場にいなかったでしょ。まあ
クリーブランドさん、エイジャックスちゃんだ。
この会場の騎士困って。
そうやって女性を口説き。クリーブランド
ちょっとカッコつけただけじゃんか。
God has decided to look the other way. God is great. He's like, yeah, but too much excitement for me. I'm just going to look somewhere else now. Thank you very much.
怪我人が出なかった。もうみんな大活躍だったみたいじゃない。
いいこと、ジャベリンちゃん。セントルイスさんはお綺麗だから誘導係に。フットさんにはかないます。
お二人のカリスマオーラが眩しい。次また
次もあるの。どうかしら。もう精霊。
ごめんなさいです。
謝るほどのこと。
ジャベリンは
That seems to be a reasonable assumption that they're going to be back.
ああ、そのことなんだけど。
それは困ります。
これは獣王の方々が決めることでしょうけど、個人的に私もこのまま終わってほしくはないですね。
おい。
はい、高尾ちゃん。どうしたの？
夜。いや、これくらいは何でもない。
まあ、
そんなに気を使ってもらえるなんて。過信は事故のもとになり得るからな。はい、高尾殿。機関の軍刀を携えているだけで。まったく。それからそれは楽しみね。
I guess it's time that I pick up my little tea. Okay, engage in more. I get water drinking. But at least it's hot, what can I say? When it's not killing my stomach. It's two very advantageous things. So. Things we do, I tell ya.
どうも。皆様もお元気そうで。
私はセイレーンが来たと聞いた時点でもう武者震いってやつなのね。
そういうところで、これはどういう集まりなんですか？この後すぐセイレーンの来週を受けて。
会議には呼ばれなかったメンバーがこうして扉の外側でこっそり聞き耳を立てて。
つまみ出されそうだな。雪風の言うことは近からず遠からず。
より正確には廊下警備ですよ。人通りも多く、
特に予定もないし、するが少し人ずつ。
そういえば島風ちゃんは？
私が部屋を出た時は、会議にこんな重要な会議に出るのか。
あいつはセイレーンに直接やられば。サメさん、今は天国。ねーぷー。おはよう。朝だよ。今日も一日。
うわあ、アラームが鳴ってる。そうだ、もう会議が始まっちゃう。虹色の BT キューブ。守り代わりに持っていきましょうか。
But you really keep that on your person though. Seems a bit
それでは皆様、
risky.
一部不参加の方もおられますが、すみません。良いぞ。
セイレーン絡みでのお話の主導は、我々はセイレーンに対しての知識の絶対量が乏しい。私も異論はございません。
ビスマルクさんは自身。
はい。鉄血の代表はあ
Those are some interesting glasses.
多少未熟なところもあるけど、私が補佐をする。では、まず資料を。議長。はい。書類は私が配るわ。どうも。初々しいな。よくたなあ。いかがされましたか。世が普段赤城からどう見え。それは何よりです。お手元に資料が行きわ。議長。はい。書類。逆さに。
オイゲンさん、ニーニー、
これはおかしい。
はい、中央のむ議長殿、ここ。はい、1分だと足りない。はい。
議長、出発前にローンがくれ。
ぜひ。全23様、どうも。
私も出発前にコンコードからな。
I stand by. We shall. Well, indeed.
であるからして、今回目撃された人が司祭は直接セイレーンと交戦された皆様に譲る。
先ほどまでとは別。あの子も夜通し働い。これまでのセイレーンと今回のセイレーンには量産型の機体を用いておらず、戦闘が本体を捉えた映像は動画ではありませんが、キャツが逃げる際に防犯カメラが撮ったものがあります。
改めて見ても恐ろしげな偽装ですね。
That's not just raining, that's tentacles. Does nobody find it somewhat suspicious that there are tentacles all around? Actually, also seems to be rather plenty of them, which does produce certain images, but oh well, you know, we'll just take it as it is. 100 people for the hobbies. Finally. Then again though, why are tentacles? Japanese and the tentacles, I tell ya. Oh well, we'll take it. Still find those glasses rather suspicious. Why?
はい、そう考えています。カナさん、
タコレディで。
Fair enough, yeah.
次の方どうぞ。
このままでは無理か。
Just go for Tentacle Lady. It seems fitting enough.
全面的にない。
長門様、ダメか。レディとこの場にいない。
容姿の実態についても。
ただ会議の議事録や資料にタコという字が次の方に。
それでは。すみません。
島風。
大丈夫だってことを言いたくて来ました。
タコレディというワードの是非。
はい。
いや、その話はもう
一時的に別の話題で盛り下がった。そこは平気ですよ。私からしてそんなでもないですからね。
Tentacle Lady. I'm all there for that. It brings the appropriate level with it.
単に情報収集。
その可能性は。そしてその故障。
議事録に記しておくわ、議長。
There's a store.
ファンがふてくされないように。私は。
では、一番肝心な。
Why would you be so mean to the poor aircraft carrier? Aircraft carriers are pretty damn awesome. Unless you take into consideration the part where they kinda destroyed what I did much so love about, you know, naval warfare. Mainly big ships with big guns doing massive duels over many kilometers. Many fucking aircraft carriers came around. Man, that sucks, doesn't it? I miss the Dreadnought era though. Good times.
参考までにセロンを開催維持を希望する声。鉄血の情報網を渡しても答え。彼女は島風以外に危害を加えなかったほか、もう邪魔はしないとも言っていました。
オブザーバー個人としてはそう。
And why the fuck would you believe that? He literally comes equipped with tucking tentacles at your ladies. In a Japanese game, you should be worried for your safety. The threat should be considered as very high. I smell some tentacle rape in your near future. Just saying, you know.
セイレーンの組織図はわからないが、仮にあるただ嘆かわしいのは、現状では突然現れた議長、発言の許可をお願いします。
Ah,
オブザーバーとの交
finally
流。
removed your glasses.
彼女の偽装の部位を損傷させることに成功しているわ。そう、あれは見事だったな。危ないところ。
Why would you leave Bismarck alone with some tentacles? It doesn't seem safe. I would not like to see a German ship getting, you know, molested by tentacles. Yeah, we can continue doing things. I don't know if it's a good idea to continue doing things. The previous comments about randomly appearing people with tentacles attached to them. Oh well.
ちょっとは心配だったんだ。駿河殿の方は。はあ？私はそうだな。肝心な時に熟睡してたし、人の誘導も。いや別に。ふん。時の人は偉そうだな。そうですか。島風の。何さ、調子に乗ってるんじゃないの
？Shit happens, people sleep. Look, it's a little Roman ship. We shall talk with it and observe it.
お疲れ様。もうからかわないでくださいよ。ダメよ。正直な感想を言うけど。本当ですか？政治と受け取るかどうかはあなた次第。私が本心。そう、どういたしまして。ヒッパーも大丈夫ですよ。オイゲンさんのお気持ち、お姉様はご存知のはずです。
Actually true, Prince Eugen is one of the ships of the Hipper class, isn't she? Pretty sure she is, yeah. Prince Eugen. What a rather obvious addition to Bismarck. Purely historically speaking, mind you. Really good addition. We could say they are kinda used to be working as a team. Continue to talk to random people. It is what we do after all. Actually, a bit disrespectful to the card. I really do remember one other person doing something like this with... I think it was magic cards back then. I also had an unfortunate tendency to not like the artwork on the cards, and so kind of tried to replace them, which is pretty a horrible idea. My rather disrespectful. I mean, some poor artist has done their hardest to create some nice artwork to just pick whatever it is your card is trying to depict. You just go ahead like, meh, like my shit better. I'm actually going to get the introduction of a mini-game in this. Well, I'm not opposed, mind you, but most games have failed rather horribly in trying to create meaningful mini-games that are fun. I mean, I guess a good example of one that actually went reasonably well was the whole Gwent mini-game in Witcher. Oh, kinda cute. And okay, not really to the point of some people that got really into it, but I found it to be entertaining enough once or twice. Can we get more ships now? We can't. I guess it's purely bound to story progression then. I guess we'll have to wait then a little bit, I suppose, and make me sure. It's already taken a bit longer than I had anticipated, but well, it is what it is.
この愛くるしい生き物も入場
島風ちゃん曰くこの人は結構できるらしいですが
テンション高いね。
ユニコーンがパスって大王子様じゃないです。どうも。そっか駿河殿も
そんな取ってつけ
もうあやばあれそんなところです。まあまあ気楽にやりましょうよ。みんな仲良
どうかお気遣いなく。4つの視線がじっと私を見つめて。
そうですよ駿河だからってユニコーンちゃんの言う通り喧嘩したままだと船かっぷりが合同大演習。
確かに。
そう
どうした。
合同大演習ってセイレーンのせいでご安心も無事続く。よかった。
Still not really sure that is a good decision. You should probably, stop and focus on the more important things, but sure.
合同大演習ユニコーンは島風ちゃん入場デートで私が味方。
第三者から
Well, yes, that is one potential interpretation of a joint military exercise, that you kind of show off the fact that you are, well, allied to other people. And that you can actually coordinate with them, which is rather important, to be fair, so I guess there could be a certain undercurrent to that, yes. I will agree.
島風はトラウマとか一切。
そう見えます。大丈夫ですよユニコーン。明らかにさっきとは違っても少し火花が飛んでるよ。
今度はどうされたんですか。
ジャベリン面白いこと。
ろくなことじゃない気がする。
ジャベリンさん面白くなることなら旅館兼大会本部のところですよね。いってらっしゃい。
私たちは先に会場へ行き。はい、
それではユニコーン。
More little sided. The problem is I really don't know if there's any reason to go through them, maybe that's a requirement for getting some unlocks, I don't know. It's always a problem when you don't actually know what you're supposed to be doing. You kinda have to just try. Yeah.
お二人にはぜひお会いしたいと思っていましたわ。
イラストリアスと申しますわ。
Yeah.
お目にかかれて光
Nothing
栄
but
で
a
す。
nice hot drink in a cold apartment, I tell ya. Helps a lot.
こちらこそ
Can't
世
complain
界
about
親
that.
善試合ではあ
Mm.
まりお話しかし拙者たち二人はそれではあえてこちらから切り出しましょうか。大変恐縮です。
二人ともしょげて帰ってきましたけど、
それが今や航空攻撃の重要性も認められる。そのように述べていただ私たちは戦争が起きそうな時もいつだって回避してこれ。
お二人は今日の演習。
そうですね。誰かの手合わせする機会があれば
楽しみにしております。
Anything else? This ocean that I can collect? Doesn't really seem like it, does it now? Nope. Nothing of importance.
休めるところはまだ開始時間までには少し余裕があるわね。はい。おっと、曲がり角で人大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。相当な実力の持ち主だとお見受けしましたね。
あ、議長、お疲れ様。
島風、やめすみません。ちなみに言われてみれば、昨日の演習にも出られていましたね。
ねえ、島風、あなた
パートナーのことを話すのは、
そう。
ちょうどね。
何？
今日の合同大演習は獣王とロイヤルの皆様と横からすみません。ロイヤルのジャベリンが提案してくれたにゃ。陣営対陣営の方。
そうですね。私と島風でキューブを取り合う流れにでもなったら、
もしそうなっても虹色のキューブ。そんなキューブもある。何よりキューブを集めやすい環境の方がなんでもないにゃ。
These people are really not good at keeping secrets, are they now? think this is already the second or third time that somebody was gonna get. Yeah, actually, this whole thing is just a cover up for us collecting the fucking cubes.
それで私のこと
Hmm.
駿河には10億なんですと
Nanderstor? What's the problem? You're a battleship. A battleship seems to be a pretty decent choice for a flagship. And hard to sink those motherfuckers, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what they're built to do. Not sink. Nice carrying big guns. Two things I do find rather nice, actually. Rather nice indeed.
この海で演習開始セイレーンも跳ねのける木解説は昨日に引き続き加賀先生にお越し
伝統を重んじるロイヤル艦隊と縦横期待の新星
先の読めない展開になりそうだにゃフットさんは後方にスタンバイ機関のオーラ何やどうした駿河殿目立ちたくない
治らないものね駿河ちゃんは偉いね何でもできる待ってればすっごくかっこいい友達の代わりにここまで頑張ったんだもんこれ無理もう無理
そんなわわわわわわこれはジャベリンが困りましたわねエクセター先輩みたいでもこのまま勝ちを譲る困りました
He does not seem happy about this at all. Well, that's fair. And there are people who really don't like standing, in front of the crowd. I never really had a problem with that myself, but I also don't feel a need to put people who, they're not built for it in such a situation, of course.
ユニコーン様島風ちゃん今こそそうかも
失望したでしょ悪いけど
明石殿本日参加する駿河と島風両指揮官により統率する合同艦船の指揮官まあそれなら戦闘には
面白いアイデアですわね時に指揮官として時に戦士としてどっちフット様頼もしいですわ
ジャベリンは超
You're still having me in control though at the end of the day, so you're fucked either way.
私は元よ
うん
り妙案を出してきましたね島風
やってくれたじゃない
私が今は代わりにバッチリ目立ってますよさ
こいつの手分かったわよろしくね島風艦隊の指揮
勘違いしないでくださいやったーおおこの展開に世界からも反響が押し寄せてるに
私もあちらに呼ばれるかもしれないからさ一応待機しておく
そうだったにゃそういったところで
Actually, I'm pretty sure you were chosen already. Because you were cheap.
時間が押してるにゃ
Cheap is always a good reason, isn't it?
キューブを見つけてらっしゃいにゃ
Really wish I could get more A points though. I mean, to be fair, you do kind of have to keep your players somewhat motivated by going like, okay, listen, you need like 1,000 points for Nagato, and it's like, okay, how many points do I get per battle? Oh, 20. Like, okay, how long do you expect me to farm then? A long time. We're not gonna go that long.
さっきはいいってことですよ駿河殿
呼び捨てにたまにですかたまにって言ったでしょ
今はダメなのか
Where do we need to go? Anything else to pick up in the ocean? Yes, this. I'm not actually sure if there's any good reason to pick out of these many things, but we'll just do it. I'll do it for good measure.
いきなりの戦闘は避けてなるべくキューブを
異論なし
ちょうどここにキューブがあるようです A ポイ
Mm-hmm.
ントで集まってくれた
頑張って
駿河もやるんだよ
今の呼び捨てはい
いんですか
Randomly collecting some little things.
ここにもキューブ反応
よし採取しましょうそこそこ溜まってき
このまま集め続けましょう
Isn't this going to... I was about to say, at some point this is going to give me a battle, isn't it? I'm kind of getting used to this, just sitting here and using just one hand and keeping the other on that nice warm
どんどん行きますよ
watch, but I suppose the time for that is over.
だからって
It's time to actually engage. I wonder how long it will take us to get Bismarck though.
よろしいでしょ
Huh.
う。これは失礼いたしました。私、他のロイヤルのメンバーを見ます。はい。皆様とは別行動をし、私は接敵の可能性。はい。これ式のことでは言いますね。島風指揮官。まだメインディッシュをお出しするわけにはいきません。
Oh, we're gonna fight some standard boaties then, but we'll probably have to, don't we? Oh, we did get a new ship, didn't we? Yes. I dislike the fact that they start at level 1. That is kinda... how to put this nicely. That's pretty fucking gay, isn't it? Oh well, you're gonna join us anyway. Actually. Just you know. For my own, satisfaction. No, then. Okay, high time to embrace the poet. Da 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 da. From torpedoes. Because everybody likes torpedoes. Torpedoes are quite awesome. See? Told you. The damage is just, you know, a whole nother level, which I do kinda enjoy, I must admit. There's a lot of fire. Torpedoes. I mean, you know, I get the idea, yeah, it's kind of a bit of an off trade, because you can't really control your torpedoes very much. They just fly pretty fucking straight. Which is nice, it gets the job done. The damage, however, is really nice, I must admit. I do like that. Only to her, so far she has only really, you know, did do one thing in particular, which is running away. I would assume that ships have a hard time, especially bigger ships have a hard time running away. Belfort a light cruiser or heavy cruiser? Always get confused with those two because, well, you know. It's kind of the... I remember the explanation in German, you know, in German it would be Kreuzer. And, well, basically that's the sort of word that went through so many different iterations because, well, people get really creative of what particular kind of cruiser this would be. Light heavy, then there's armored ones, you know, Panzer cruiser. It's rather amusingly confusing. She's doing it again. So we're gonna have to do this again, eh? I don't mind. I do like the glasses though. I don't know why Prince Eugen had decided to do this, but it seems fitting for some statistical reason. Hello, ship. Kind of would like to reload or well, load my torpedoes for the first wave a little bit faster. I wonder if there's an item for that. It seems rather useful, to put it mildly. Well, maybe. That's why I really don't like that the battlefield is that limited, basically. It does make it a bit hard to, you know, hit the enemy like you want them. Nice torpedo spread right in the broadside. Would be ideal in most situations. A new ship been arrived at Kash. Okay, cute. Would that actually be possible? Would Shimakaze can do like what? 40 knots, I think? How fast could Belfast go? I think it was in the 30s. So maybe this would work. I should really have, you know, opened a nice little page with now most of the ships so I can look up the data and go like, this is not how it's supposed to play out. But well, I have not. But then again, I can always do this. Later still can't I? Are we getting another battle? Technically speaking, I think I would like to aim for a Fugoki class destroyer. Those should be among the fastest we have in this, considering the area these ships are taken from. That thing could pretty much outrun pretty much anything. We can just steal the goose back, can't we? Just steal them back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No reason for us to get all depressed about it. Just gonna take a quick look around if some random looty bits are around. No, good. You did tell me there was something else new. What else is new? I can build a single 127mm main gun. Sounds okay, I suppose. And get a special order gun. That is indeed pretty fucking nice. Survival, like carriers, that's not so nice. Increase speed by 5%, invincibility doesn't really sound that useful. Expanding lock-on area. Oh, I can make these parts. Okay, that's not bad. That's pricey though. Fuck me sideways. And I can get more money if I want to. Doesn't really impress me overly much, to be fair. Let's just go through the next few battles and see what else we can unlock ship-wise. On average, you know, your average destroyer is pretty damn lightweight, so they should be relatively fast. Relatively speaking, faster than a cruiser who comes along with a bit more in the way of, you know, armor and armaments. I don't really want to fight Unicorn. Mostly because, you know, that looks like an aircraft carrier. Actually, no, I know it's an aircraft carrier. But it's not really something I would necessarily like to engage as a ship. Okay, now we have to deal with small targets again. I'm not a fan of dealing with small targets, I must be honest here. Small targets are kinda annoying. Big boats are easier to hit. How the fuck can you shoot that fucking fast? I don't know how long it takes me to get my fucking torpedoes loaded. Far longer is the answer. Hello, little unicorn. Would like you to stop, you know, using planes. I'm not a fan of planes. And I don't think there's much in the way of any ship that would call itself a fan of planes. I kinda replace them, you know, in many aspects. Not really something I find enjoyable. I miss Dreadnought era ships. They're just cute. And big. And fat. And armed. They have very, very big guns. Running away sounds like a solid plan. Once again, I would like to point out that you are a battleship. You are most definitively not going to outrun motherfucking anything. for that matter. And again, you know, you can do a fighting retreat as a battleship. It would work rather well. You can just, you know, continuously shooting at least part of your guns at the enemy while you slowly back away. If the enemy gets a bit overly, you know, close to you, you have secondary guns as well. But work pretty damn well. Well, then more battles. I still wonder if there's any reason for us to do these battles, but, well, since they're on the map, and I'm an old school RPG kind of person who's like, side quests first, always. I don't really care about that, honestly. I'm just here to fuck you up good and then go on my merry way. Yeah, Nagato. That's another nice little battleship. Battleships are kinda cute. I like battleships. Would like battleships. Battleships. Okay, so my goal this time is to just shoot on planes, eh? Doesn't really seem like something that, you know, you would do necessarily as a ship with your main guns. That seems kind of wasteful, in all honesty. I mean, I do believe the Japanese kind of experimented with some rounds for that particular purpose. But of course, you know, before not shooting at anything, you can just as well make use of that. Oh, no, you know. Imagine your chances, you know, using the 127mm gun and hitting a fucking plane with that. Just saying, you know, what are your chances are? Well, if you have a shell that explodes and then, you know, scatters, that is probably a better idea, and that's probably what the Japanese try to do, but the success rate was still not really anything impressive, let's just say. That's just not really surprising. Whee! Did it again. Victory indeed. I was going to say, I was going to get rather annoyed if the game is like, you didn't clear this in 120 seconds. We did. The timer just continued ticking up. New shipment, okay. Another one. Cute. What else is new, eh? We got anything new in here? We don't. Sadness, thy name is. Oh, quad homing torpedoes. I don't know if that's good. Should I just start building these as just a Tentacles excuse? It's just a matter of money. It's just things I have, and we can make more, I guess. Well, I guess you don't. Since I have nothing better to do, I'll just build them as far as I can. It's not gonna hurt me that much. Okay, that sounds useless. That sounds kinda useful. I don't know if they're making use of it. Aircraft carrier. Yeah, I have no aircraft carriers to get anything out of that. I'm pretty sure I have that already equipped on my little destroyer, so not be that important. Seems like there's anything in here I really do want to deal with. Anything else? Well, it does give me more power, and the rest stays the same, so I will take it. Okay, so that one is actually worse. Ah, it's on Taco. Taco has a... Oh, yeah, Taco does have speed launchers. One of those weird things of time that many a ship, for some mystical reason or another, was kinda getting the, let's just slap some torpedoes on them for, you know, good measure. So that basically everybody had torpedoes. But quite messy, let's just say.